Hello and welcome to Walking Wartime, and today we're in Old Buckenham to see the 453rd Bomb Group. Let's go check it out!
Now this is your place. This is where you'll serve America best. Young men of America, your future's in the sky. Your wings are waiting.
Built between 1942 and 1943 by the Taylor Woodrow Limited Company and allocated to the United States Army Air Forces, designating the airfield Station 144. The 453rd Bomb Group was activated on the 1st of June 1943 at Andover Field in Utah, then fully established at Pocatello Airfield in late July of that year, where the group would start their training for the next 2 months. Shortly after, they were transferred to March Airfield near Riverside, California for the rest of their training. In December of 1943, the group would make their transatlantic voyage to England, making it to Old Buckenham just a few days before Christmas. The group were made up of 4 squadrons: the 732nd, the 733rd, the 734th, and the 735th. All under the command of Colonel Joseph A. Miller, then later Colonel Ramsey D. Potts, Colonel Lawrence M. Thomas, and finally Lieutenant Colonel Edward F. Hubbard, who would lead the group till the end of the war. The 453rd Bomb Group's first mission was to bomb a Luftwaffe airfield at Tours, France, on the 5th of February 1944. This mission was part of an Allied offensive to take out airfields in France ahead of the D-Day landings. The group would take part in various missions, such as Big Week, which they heavily participated, attacks on U-boat pens at Kiel and Bremen, railway yards at Munich, and chemical factories and viaducts. The group would target V weapon sites and gun batteries along the shore of France during the D-Day invasion and the breakout at St. Lo. The 733rd Bomb Squadron would set the record for 82 consecutive missions without a single loss in the entire 8th Air Force.
Hold this floor almost until doomsday. In other words, I've got a piece to speak.
I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet, and I'm going to see the world.
You say, in this world, Elwood, you must be... She always called me Elwood.
Before you turn into a pumpkin and 6 white mice. Goodbye.
You can't mention the 453rd Bomb Group without mentioning the legendary Hollywood actor James M. Stewart. On the 22nd of March 1941, Jimmy Stewart enlisted into the Army Air Corps and underwent 9 months of training and had logged 400 hours as a civilian pilot, later earning his pilot wings. He would also star in a short wartime propaganda film called Winning Your Wings.
Now, it isn't as if it was a chore for me to talk to you because I want to speak on my favorite subject, the Army Air Forces. I can't speak from long experience. I've only been in the service a year, but I've learned a lot about what the Air Forces have to offer. That's what I want to talk to you about.
Before transferring to the 453rd Bomb Group, Stewart would be assigned to the 445th Bomb Group and command the 703rd Bomb Squadron at RAF Tibenham. He flew his first combat mission on the 13th of December 1943, and on his second mission he would lead the entire 445th Bomb Group. Stewart would be appointed the operations officer of the 453rd Bomb Group, also the Chief of Staff for the 2nd Combat Wing of the 2nd Air Division. Jimmy Stewart ended the war with 20 missions under his belt, but it is speculated that he flew many undocumented missions. After the war, he would star in the film It's a Wonderful Life in 1946, directed by Frank Capra, who had also been on the battlefields documenting the war effort. Like a lot of combat veterans at the time, Jimmy was suffering from chronic insomnia, nightmares, and weight loss due to battle fatigue, or what some would say being flak happy. With this, it greatly manifested into many scenes of the film.
Dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me, show me the way. Not at the end of my rope. rope, right? Show me the way. Oh, God.
Jimmy's best friend and fellow actor Henry Fonda had also served during World War II in the Navy, from the D-Day landings to the Marianas and the Iwo Jima campaigns. He had also come back with severe PTSD. For a time, the two of them moved in together, where they managed to overcome their experiences. Stewart would continue his acting career whilst maintaining links to the United States Air Forces by joining the reserves. He would take part in combat missions in Vietnam before retiring from the Air Force in 1968 with the rank of Brigadier General. In late 1944, as the ground forces were advancing closer to Germany, the 453rd Bomb Group would take part in 2 cargo missions. One to supply troops in desperate need of fuel, blankets and rations in September 1944, and another in March 1945 for ammunition along with food and medical supplies. The last mission flown by the group was on the 12th of April 1945 to strike railway infrastructure and fuel depots deep into Germany. After the mission, the 453rd were removed from operations and were prepped to return to the States for redeployment in the Pacific. Before they made it out, the war was over, and the group were inactivated in September of 1945. After 259 missions, completing 6,655 sorties, and the sad loss of 58 aircraft in combat, the group were put through the ringer and were still able to make it out despite the odds, to be able to attack and destroy